a feeling of a disconnect in some way. But anyways, I'm sorry. You can go ahead and click the description box below, and where it says book a reading, you could go ahead and click on that link, and I'll send you to where to book a reading with me. Okay. Now I am seeing there may be some lack of motivation here, and then the magician is showing like some trickery, or somebody like it's maybe feeling like someone is being a trickster. We have a bit of insecurities here, maybe with finances, or feeling left out in the cold, or feel like you're doing something alone. We also have the Two of Cups. This could be regarding a relationship where someone is lacking and the other one is, and it feels like there is some type of like the magician's here. So maybe feeling like somebody is not on the same page, or there's a sense of feeling a little bit of out of touch. See, the magician can be like illusions and deception too. But let's get more into this, because there's a lack of something going on. We have a decisive energy and avoidant energy coming in. We also have the Queen of Pentacles in your energy, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So that is you. The challenge is the King of Swords, and the Five of Swords here is in the past. Okay, in this person's mind, it feels like they're wanting to move forward, like head on, and their actions is to try to be your partner. But there is something here where they're avoiding. I don't know if it's avoiding responsibility or avoiding something. All right, there's an indecision here about this energy. They feel stuck. And with you, you're very abundant. You're coming in like really don't need anybody. You're pretty self-sufficient. Could have children. You could be carrying something on your, like carrying a lot on your own. But with the King of Pentacles, there's a lot of like want to, like there's an energy that's actions is showing reliability, responsibility, more committed. We have the King and Queen, so it is showing a committed energy. But there's like can't help but to feel some type of trickery due to maybe the past of the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is coming in to show that there's conflict. There could be manipulation going on also, or something like that, because the challenge is someone can either go very cold or showed you this very cold energy. We do have in the near future the Five of Wands, and then we do have the Six of Pentacles. The Sun is coming out with the Hierophant, and you have the Two of Wands. So it looks like there's like a choice that is being made about your path, and it's to bring more positivity and more light into your life or within the connection. So I feel like there was two paths presented to you, or going to be presented to you, on which path you want to take here. And I feel this path is going to align you to a much more happier place. But the King of Swords, I can't help but to see the King of Swords in the reverse. Because when that's coming in the reverse, that can be a very like manipulative energy. I'm seeing a lot of manipulation. Okay, I am seeing a lot of manipulation, I'm not going to lie. So there's this energy where it feels there may be a lot of like cold or dishonesty, where someone's not speaking the truth about their lack, or it just feels very like a selfish type of person, okay? And there is a need to raise the bar when it comes to an energy. And I feel here there's a lot of conflict, but also there's reevaluating to see if this person's even a good partner for you. So even though like there may be a want to work on something, it's like kind of using your head over heart when it comes to somebody here to see if they're even a good partner. Something needs to be discussed. Okay, what is this Queen of Pentacles? Something needs to be discussed. Okay, here's this King of Swords once again, with the Five of Cups and the Page of Wands. It looks like somebody here, and I feel like you are very logical, and there is a King of Swords in your energy, but at the same time, there's a bit of disappointment on how somebody's handling a situation. You may express this to this person. Yeah, but here we go. We have two twos, okay? And we have the High Priestess in the reverse. So it's like someone's not really connected and doesn't really feel successful. It feels like they are pretty distant here and maybe stuck in the past to where they're not really giving that equal give and take. We also have the high priestess where someone could be like kind of making a choice or made a choice. It feels like this person is emotionally attached to you, but there's a lot of delays here. And I feel it has to do with their past. Okay, 4 of coins. The devil. Yeah, the devil's here in the past where someone had either an awakening and failing, because they were failing to learn the lessons, and then they have this tower moment. But the devil is like a very, like, it could be addictions that were involved. Yeah, someone's in a fight. 7 of Swords. I'm getting this really trickster energy here, Taurus. Someone who is just like either lying to themselves, trying to get away with things, in a constant internal fight with themselves. It's like they want to move forward, but there's so many challenges and they need to be honest. Feels like this person's actions towards you, they're very committed. They feel like they have less anxiety when they're around you. They feel very, there's something challenges here. They have a lot of, they feel like when they're around you or with this connection, they feel very at ease. Now, even if you're talking to this person or not, there's some type of awakening that is occurring. It's like they're choosing a path. But this King of Swords can be very manipulative and hurtful and cold to where they can kind of manipulate themselves to believe or make a lot of excuses or act like the victim. But their actions towards you is about this connection, okay? And it shows that something's clearing up in their mind. What's this 5 of Wands? The 10 of Cups. Like, there's a huge challenge here when it comes to the 10 of Cups in the reverse. So there's like a disharmony, a big disharmony with this person, and they're really it's like really hard to rise above this. There could be overindulgence or somebody masking their emotions to where it is bringing a very big disconnect within the connection. Why is, yeah, okay, so something here wants to recover. Okay, we have the Ace and the 3 of Swords. There's like some type of forgiveness. There is a want to recover this. This is the Fool and the Chariot coming in. We have the Knight of Cups. Death card, some transformation changes needed. This is super interesting. When I see the 4 of Coins in the reverse, though, this is an energy that may have held on to this type of pattern or this type of behavior. There is some like lingering resentment here in the past that can cause a lot of arguments or disagreements. I feel it has to do with this person's decisions, not gonna lie. I feel like you're just carrying so much on your own here, but it does show somebody is committed, but there's so much more that is needed in this connection. I feel like it's very hard to trust this energy just because of what they've shown you in the past. And I know that the past can be very hard to forgive, but there's also a feeling of protecting your heart here as the overall energy when we clarify. Because it's like, I don't want to get hurt again. I don't know if I can fully trust this person from what they've shown me or showing me. Again, if you're not talking to this person, you may be separated or disconnected, but this is like really reevaluating everything. The challenge is this person going to go cold and walk away? Or is this person going to, be distant again? And it feels like this is a very indecisive person. Okay, very indecisive person. 1 minute they're in, 1 minute they're out. But I do see is like there is some type of path, like with this crossroads here, where this person has it to where they're wanting to be more committed and go towards the sun energy. So something's aligning for them. It's just very difficult to trust that. To trust how everything's going to work out. I feel like there's a lot of disappointment and sadness on how this person, like here, the challenge of how this affected you. It's like, is this person truthful or not? Okay? And the 4 of Pentacles can be like very, Maybe there was like a time where you felt very possessive, or somebody felt like they were being held down in some way. But also there's a very generous energy. But somebody here could be very reckless with money. Okay, so protect your money. There is like a chance to turn things around for sure. But I feel like there is a lot of risk when it comes to this person. There's a lot of holding on to the past, too. So, I don't know, you guys. It just feels like there's a want to overcome this feeling in the past so it can be released to have this connection. I feel like this person really wants this connection, but there's a lot of like fights or arguments or something that has to do in their mind about moving forward. Like they're in inner conflict with themselves. It's not you, it's more of them, but their actions towards you, it's like they want to move forward, but there's like some obstacles and challenges to either be this King of Pentacles for you, but they want to. But in the near future, it's showing the Ten of Cups to where it's like putting a lot of struggle and strain on a connection, but then I see something recovering in the outcome. Okay, so there's like, yeah, let's see what the trigger is here. This is very interesting, because it's just showing an out of balance isolation. I feel you go into hermit mode without saying anything to me. This leaves me alienated and isolated. Okay. That withdrawal energy, accountable. All the blame fell on me and no accountability on your end. I had enough. Okay. And stonewall. It triggers me deeply when I'm stonewalled. Silence killed the connection for me. So this may have been something you've dealt with the past, with this person. Okay. It looks like somebody feels very empty without you, and they do want to start over. It looks like they miss you here, and the reason why they pulled away is because they felt overwhelmed with all the things going on in their life. I will find my way back to you, and jealous and possessive. So somebody here can be very jealous and possessive over you, or maybe this is like feeling like a very toxic situation that happened in the past. But the challenge I feel is that King of Swords. It's like hard to trust this person on what they say and like follow through. Now, if that's something that you're dealing with, it does show that there is some type of an emotional attachment here with the Eight of Cups. Okay, and I do see the King of Swords in your energy, but it's just like I feel like you're disappointed that someone doesn't follow through, or it's very hard, or you were disappointed on how truthful something was, and then it's like you're truthful, you're real, but it's like hard to do that, like for this person to do it. There's a lot of fear surrounding the challenge too. It's like a fear of maybe staying in a bad situation as to why. It's like if something doesn't change, but then I see this crossroads. I just see the sun and the Hierophant. It's like everything starts aligning for you, regardless of if it's with this person or not. Just everything starts aligning. And it feels like this person's at a crossroads. This person wants to be here with you. There's a lot of love, a deep connection, and a want and more of commitment on their end. But there's an imbalance. See what the untold messages are. Pressure. I have so much going on in my life and I'm struggling to deal with it all at once. Nervous. You make me lose my cool and I just don't know how to act in your presence. Lessons. I didn't know what I had until you were gone. Lesson learned. So much has happened between us in the past. Can we work through it again? See, the past keeps coming up. And it's hard to move forward. It feels like it's just very difficult to move forward from that because a lot has happened. Okay. And then just seeing that someone doesn't really take accountability either or do their part can be very frustrating. So yes, there could be some triggers here within the connection as to why you may be separated from this energy. I didn't mean what I said. Okay. And divine counterpart. So a lot of you guys, when we have the Two of Cups, that is a soulmate energy, okay? That is definitely soulmate energy. You may be dealing with a soulmate. Let's go ahead and I believe you can have more than one. I believe that like you have friends that are soulmates. You have, relationships, but I believe you can have more than one. It's just this one feels like there's a lot of stuff that has happened in the past. All right. Take a deeper look, okay? Be wary, and then you're loving, wishful thinking, and spiritual alignment. So there's something here, and I see this angel kind of lifting this person up. If that is you with your partner or somebody, or there's some type of an awakening coming in. It could be lifting this partner up. You could be the angel in their life, and again, you can reverse it however you want. But it's just there's a helping hand from the angels. Okay, there's more elevation here, coming in, more of awakenings, and a lot of things happening. That's what I have for you guys. I just feel like when we have the Ten of Cups in the reverse, this can be, a lot of work that is needed within a connection if you're wanting to. A lot of you guys may be like, nah, I don't want to. I want to move forward. But there's a disharmony. There seems to be a little bit of how do I say it? A bit of arguments or just not seeing eye to eye in a lot of things, okay? So there may be other people even trying to meddle in the connection, or it just feels like there's something here. Something may be pulling you apart, okay? That's why it's there's a lot of moments of a lot of love here and caring for each other, but it's trying to communicate what both of you guys would want in the connection for it to work, and actually doing the part. And from what I see, this person's actions is the Two of Cups. So I do see this person feeling this very strong connection to you. It's just needing to work together through these challenges and obstacles to recover and to bring something into balance. But there is a sense of you protecting yourself. But the Three of Swords can be reconciliation. It could be trying to start something new here, but can't help but to kind of protect yourself from them still. Okay?